Good morning. I am feeling quite good to say that it is like 3 minutes to 9 and I've been awake for about an hour and I went to sleep about 5. So I've had about 3 hours sleep, but I actually feel genuinely quite alright at the moment. I need some food though. I need a drink. My mouth tastes like dirt. I've left my toothbrush in the last place like an idiot, so I need to get a new one of those. Mouth is horrible. So I'm gonna get on the road, either stop at the next town I come to or go all the way to Toulouse, which is only about 40 minutes anyway. So let's get off and go. Right, I'm up and out and at places to eat. It's only like oh Jesus Christ, it's like an out of town shopping place, nothing exciting, but my knees are just not working this morning. They'll ease up. Do you know what it is? I actually don't think it's my knees so much, it's my left calf. God knows what I've done. I think because I've been walking funny because of my knees, the calf's gone. But it is all good. I think you need a clean. Just a minute, come here. That's better. Right, we'll go to this place over here and see what we can get to eat. This is where we're going, because it's bread and pastries basically, and that's what I'm needing. I'm needing some sort of bready, sweet, and just anything really, to be fair. Right, food purchased. Back after, there's nowhere to sit. I would have liked to sit somewhere outside in this beautiful sun, but there's nowhere to sit. There is a big supermarket up there, so we might go and get some bottles of water or something in the car in a bit. I felt I should have had some more in last night. I just got down it so quick because it's been so warm. I thought there might be somewhere like some picnic tables or something then, but there's nothing. Right, I enjoyed that chicken thing I had yesterday so much, I've got another one. This is slightly different. It has got cheese and barbecue sauce on the stuff. It looks really good. I also got a pastry, which I'll show you in a minute. Can of Red Bull and a can of Coke. Came to €13, so about £11. I don't think that's bad, really. It's not bad at all. Anyway, I'm gonna crack on. I'm so hungry. Right, sandwich smashed. It was really nice. And now onto this bad boy, which I don't even know what it is, but it looks good. It's called a Swiss. So I'm going to smash this down and then I'm going to do a little bit of shopping for some water. Right, food done. Gonna go and get some water and stuff in here. I don't want much, and to be fair, French supermarkets are really expensive. So I'm only going to get the bare minimum of what I need, I think. You know what, I could really eat some fruit. I don't know what to get. I could do like some... I want lots. I can't just get a mango and eat it because I've got no way of peeling it. Same with pineapple and stuff. I could do a kiwi, but it's a bit awkward, isn't it? You've got to like bite into it and get the peel off. And I don't really fancy apples. But yeah, I could eat some fresh fruit and veg. But I don't know. I'll see what I can do, what I can manage to get that's easy. That is the only thing about being in a car. Like, you're stuck. Even stupid thing. I know this is, I'm not going to buy a box of coleslaw, but like coleslaw, I've got nothing to eat it with. I can't just get myself something, like even some bread, and make myself a sandwich. It's just awkward. Same with things like yogurt. I love yogurt. Like, it's one of my favourite things. But I can't leave yogurt in a car that's going to be 27 degrees all day and hotter. So another thing I can't have, which I really want. Not gonna lie, some of this seafood's looking good. Do like a bit of seafood. But you know what I really fancy? Something that I can't have. It's always the same. When I know I can't have it, I want it. I want some cockles. Some British cockles, but you just can't get them. Although last time I mentioned cockles, I confused the whole of America and I think Australia as well, because nobody knew what they were. Right, I was gonna get some cheap spray because obviously you can't get it and bring it on the plane when you've got a bag that, like I have, a rucksack. Then I noticed this, Euro 2016. How long have they had those for? Absolutely ridiculous. I'm just going to buy one of these really cheap, horrible ones, I think. Because I'm not going to lie, this morning when I woke up, I stretched out, I could smell myself 100%. Right, the thing I came in for is water. I've ended up with, God knows, spray, toothpaste, toothbrush, baby wipes because I'm desperate for a poo. These acid sweets and some cotton wool buds because my ears have been itching this morning. I've come in for water, but they've got none in the fridge. I just want a big bottle of freezing cold water, but there just isn't any, so I'm gonna have to get. I'm thinking about it. They're in the UK, so like in fridges, in supermarkets. I'm just gonna have to put up with some of these, I think. Now I know you can get them out and get them separate. You don't have to buy them in the 6-packs like you do in the UK. Obviously we can get them separate, but like when it's in a 6-pack like that, you take the full 6-pack. I don't know which size to go for. Might just go for some small ones. You know what? I've decided I'm not getting any. I came in for water and I'm going out without any water. And the reason for that is, I just think I'd be better going to a normal shop and just get some ice cold waters, rather than getting some like lukewarm ones that I'm not going to enjoy. Now I will say, although it's still shit, France is probably one of the better ones when it comes to crisp flavours. Because like most countries in Europe and anywhere else in the world just don't do what the UK does when it comes to flavours of crisps and stuff. They just pour everywhere. But I love these, so I might have to get some Monster Munch and then I'm done. Yeah, is it not typical? Get to the front and there's bottles of water in the fridge. I've been searching for them all over, but I've got one anyway now. Right, back to the car. I'll show you my little stash, but I'll also show you something else. Look at this. There's a big chunk missing out of the back of the car there. I've not done that. So someone's driven into my car at some point. I hope I'm not going to get in big trouble for that. Right, baby wipes, crisps, cotton wool buds, toothpaste, toothbrush, sweets and a bottle of water. €10. I don't think that's bad, me. I really don't think that's bad at all. But it's €10 I really could do with not spending, but it's spent now, isn't it? Starting to get towards the thin end of the wedge. Like I said, I've said this before, I budget. Not that I ain't got the money to spend if I need to. Right, I've got reserves, but if I can help not spending it, then I will. Like, I've splashed out a little bit tonight and spent £69 on a hotel room, which is more, well, which is like double what I paid for the last one. But I think I need it. After yesterday, it was hard work yesterday, and another explore today. I need a shower. I stink, a proper stink. I need a shower. I need a good sleep. So it is worth it, and then I'll probably sleep in the car again tomorrow night. So on average, like what's that? Halfway between, it's like 50 quid for 2 nights, like 50 quid each night. It's not bad really, is it? I can't complain at that. So, right, I'm going to make my way to Toulouse, work out where my hotel is, so potentially I could go and dump some stuff. Maybe I might even go and have an hour now, because I am tired still. But I don't know, we'll work it out. For the first time in the last couple of days, we're on big main roads in the middle of a town. I don't like it. I don't like it half as much as the little country roads I've been going down, looking at all the beautiful views and the big massive houses, and now I'm just looking at airports and buildings and many cars. It's not as good at all. Definitely a country boy at heart, 100%. I do like cities. I like the nightlife. I like snorted then. I like the nightlife. I like the multitude of shops, but only for a bit. I would much rather spend my tithe out in the countryside. Right, we're just driving past the training ground for Toulouse Football Club, and actually the ground as well, right next door. I'm tempted to go and get Freddie a shirt, but I look when I get to the hotel in a bit and try and work it out, because I can't see an easy way to turn off to go and find out, really. I had to stop buying him shirts on every trip. I got to the point, or me and his mum, at his mum's house and at mine, where he just had too many and he weren't wearing them. Or maybe like once a month he would wear one of the shirts, and it like they're often like €100 each, so it just started to get a bit silly. But he's just grown out of a load, so I might get him another one. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if you think he's wearing it maybe once, twice a month, but then in like 8, 10, 12 months he's growing out of it, he's hardly getting any wear out of him. It just seems a shame. Oh, it's a bit special here, look. It's a bit nice. I'm about to... that car just came across without indicating, saying that I wasn't indicating either. Right, I need to get across. Well, this is not what I expected of the city centre. We're like almost right in the middle. It's very green. There's a big... the river's a bit brown, but there's a brown river running through the middle of it. And then we're like on the outskirts of town now, heading in. Bridge there, look. Yeah, so it looks like Toulouse is going to be quite a nice place. Right, we've been following the route of a canal along. That's what the water was. So we'll wait for that bike. There's a car behind me as well. We're at the river now. Look, there's some big buildings. Some good big buildings knocking about. There's also just a man walking up the middle of the road for no real reason. But this place looks like it's going to be quite nice, to be honest. Right, it's 10 to 12. I'm in an underground parking place. I love that. That's one thing I miss about my Audi, being able to just walk away and it lock. My other Audi. My new one doesn't do it. It's annoying. But, what am I doing? Oh yeah. Just got to find my way out of here now. I'm desperate for the toilet. For a poo. I haven't had one since the hotel yesterday morning. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday morning. I've not had one in over 24 hours, which is not like me. Although 100% I've been holding it in. So I need to find a toilet, and I think there's a McDonald's around here, but it's been an absolute nightmare to find parking, because all the roads are like little tiny windy things, and it's just been an absolute mare. I really like the colour of this car. It's only a Peugeot. There's something about that I really like. Don't know why, I just do. Anyway, in here we go. This is the shop that I was in earlier on. I could have just come in here, but as long as I find a toilet, I don't care. And looking on here, there's a McDonald's, so we can go to their toilet. Which lift is it? This one. Right. Hi. Let's get up here then. Right, who needs McDonald's toilets when we've got some here? Right. No seat on the toilet. God knows what that is. No lock on the door. I'm in a McDonald's. It's awful because I'm proper turtle heading as well. It's popping its head out, having a look, thinking that I'm about to go, and then it's just sucking it back in again. It's like a proper turtle head. But hopefully I can use McDonald's toilet. If they ain't got one, because there's one here, I'm gonna go mad. Right, so you had to buy something to go to the toilet, but all you needed was a receipt. I found one on a table. So, poo time it is. Right, I'm filming around this corner for a reason, and that's because everywhere else is so windy. It said it's going to be a really windy day today, but beautiful. But that's just not going to help me filming at all. I'm heading towards the centre, and all you're going to hear is which is just not going to be very nice. So I will try my best to sort of like film like this. People are going to think I'm weird. Right, I've come down like the back streets to get out of this wind a bit. I mean, it's not windy on here at all now, but I've got myself totally lost, and I haven't looked on maps or anything. I'm just trying to work out how to get there off my own back. I do this in cities sometimes because I like to find places that I wouldn't find if I just went down the main streets. I just think it's really cool, a good way of like really seeing a city and seeing what it's like. Although sometimes it ends up with you walking about 3,000 miles. But anyway, we'll carry on down this direction because I think that will take us down to the river, which is where I want to be. It's cool, they have little squares like this all over with all like the pubs and the like culture places near, so pretty good. It's going to be one of those days again though where I'm going to regret not bringing that big bottle of water. I've left it in car because I like to have car water. I know that makes no sense, but sometimes when you're out in the middle of nowhere and you're exploring and you've drunk all your water because you've took it around town with you and not replaced it, because that's what I do, you need to just keep it in the car. Like, there's going to be shops around here and I can pick something up, but I might not be able to do the same if I take my bottle of water with me. Anyway, I'm boiling. It is so warm. There will definitely be older buildings around here, but this street, it's all 1700s. Anyway, I'm doing that again to get out of the wind. Right, I'm definitely going the right way because I'm coming to more like restaurants and things. God, some of the food on here looks beautiful. To be fair, it's just a calamari, which I absolutely love. But yeah, the smells and the sounds, it's like a proper European city. Coming and lunching, not like in the UK where you grab a sandwich and sit at your desk and carry on working. No, they do it properly around here. Now I can't complain because one, I work for myself, but also even when I didn't, when I worked for different businesses, a lot of them were quite good. Like some places you could have an hour for your dinner, some places they were quite good at just like you went and whenever you got back, you got back. Some places were dickheads, like they counted down the seconds, but we're really lucky for paid holidays. So for example, I think it's 29 paid holiday days per year that we get, or we're entitled to as a full-time worker in the UK. Now I know places like America will be like, what? We don't get that. Some do, some people do, but a lot of the people don't. Like if you're having your kidney removed, they'll be like, right, can you be back at 5 please? Whereas in the UK we get 29 days paid holiday, and then obviously on top of that you've got things like your bank holidays, Christmas, you get things like, what else? Obviously like if you work 9 to 5 Monday to Friday, you get all your weekends, and then on top of that your paid holidays, so you get quite a lot of time off. And if you're clever with it, so for example you get paid for a bank holiday Monday, and at Easter we have bank holiday Friday for Good Friday and bank holiday Monday for Easter. Now if you work your holiday days right, you've only got to have 8 days of that 29 days off to get 2 weeks off. So it's quite good really. Anyway, I don't know why I'm telling you about how holidays work in the UK, but I just think sometimes the stuff to do with culture and like how things work day to day, we don't talk about it, so we can't compare. What's it like for you? How many holidays do you get? How much dinner, like lunchtime, dinner time, time off work do you get? That sort of thing. Now there's definitely some cool individual shops, like with bikes and all like different bike things, look. Different style bells, and to be fair, they do love the bikes over here. I think Europe has definitely got the bike culture. We only really have it in places like Cambridge, like student places. That guy walking past has just given me like COVID or something. But no, we don't really have the bike culture like they do, because it's quite hilly, especially where I'm from, Sheffield. It's built on 7 hills, so if you want to be a cyclist, you've just got to be fit. Wow, I've just come around this corner to this. Now, once again, it's going to be a bit windy in this square because it's really open. But big market on, beautiful building. I don't really know what that is. I don't know. It says Capitolium. There, look. Capitolium. Don't know. We'll go and check it out. But there's also markets, so I might go and try and find something for the book. Although I bet they'll want cash only, which is a bit of a pain because I've got no cash. Right, the problem I've got is I need to get something flat. I can't get a Russian doll to fit in the book, so we won't be getting a Russian doll for you. Although I don't really know why you would get Russian dolls here anyway, because it's not Russia. But I want to get something cool, something... I'm sick of getting postcards for you that are like just from the place that I am, or receipts, or I want it to be special stuff. Something you're not going to be able to go and get anywhere else. So that's what I'm on the hunt for at the moment. Hey, there's a lot of places with Russian dolls. Maybe they've got there's a bit of a thing here as well. Maybe it's not just from Russia. Right, walking up close to this place, I'm not really any the wiser what it's for. I am going to walk in and stick my head in this door just to see what's happening. Because people do keep going in there, so you're allowed to go in. But I just want to know what's in there. It might just be a cut through to a different street, but we'll soon find out. Oh wow! Oh, okay. We've got to pay to go in it, but I don't know. Oh, they're just legging it. Some people are going through the scanners. Some people are just running through. What the hell? That is weird. Hold on. God, I'm saying thank you. Thank you for walking into you. Right. Let's go and look for something over here first. Once again, Toulouse is not somewhere I really would have thought of to come to. It is a big city, somewhere that you obviously know the name of, but it wouldn't be top of my list to come and try. But actually, it's brilliant. It's really nice. But there's nothing in this market for you. Sorry. Did you see how quickly I retreated when I noticed I had to pay to go in this place? I think I am going to go back and see how much it is, because why not? I'm only here once, aren't I? I'll just not eat tonight. I'm joking, I'm fine. Right, it wasn't to pay to get in. It was to make sure I didn't have any bombs. They were checking people's bags and making sure there was nothing dodgy in it. But look at this. I'll zoom in as much as I can for you. There's writing all the way along that, all the way down, like little plaques, all the way. That's a funny looking animal, that one at the end there. Moving along to there. Not sure. I'll try and work out what that is in a minute. That looks like Greek, one of the words. And then the gate at the bottom. Right, I figured out why it was confusing me so much. I did not get it at all. So, it's names. And that's why it looks, some of them look Greek, like Greek gods and stuff. Minerva, Parmas, Artibus, Apollo. It couldn't work out what language it was because it's sort of like almost a bit mixed up. But anyway, yeah, we've worked it out anyway. Right, I found out this is, or was, I don't know if it still is. Oh, it will be, that's why they've checked me in. Magistrates Court. So it is the Magistrates Court, and it was built between 1601 and 1602. Now, I worked out the date, but didn't know what it was saying. But luckily, there's some boards behind me that actually just tell me exactly what it is. Now, the place was built, well, I've got to read what it says again, I forgot. It was built to honour, who was it now? I can't remember. Oh, Augustus, from 27 BC to 14 AD, as in the Roman emperor. It was built sort of in his name, even though it was built 1,600 years later. But he apparently was somebody that brought in like magistrates and things like that. So it's been put here in his name. So it's pretty impressive. It's an impressive building. And it's what, 400 years old? Just over 400 years old. It's standing the test of time, definitely. Now, when I was waiting, when I first came through that door, somebody ran through here and they ran that way. So I'm guessing the magistrate's court's up there and she was probably late for her trial. It won't have been her trial, she'll have been like somebody like the clerk of the court or something. It says RF on everything. I've seen that on a few places, RF. I don't know what that stands for, but it's pretty cool. It almost looks a bit prison-ish because of the windows and the shapes and stuff. Anyway, there's just too much to read if you look. If you look up here, under every window you've got like a little plaque that tells you something else. And there's loads of them. So unfortunately, I'm not standing here and reading them all for you, but I will go and read a couple of these boards and see what they say. Now I've just been reading, there's some text somewhere in here which they found out have the letters of when it was built. So like, you know, I do Roman numerals in videos quite a lot. So like M and C and D and all those letters that represent different numbers. But they'd hidden them in a sentence and actually said the date of the place backwards inside that sentence. That's really clever, really, really good. But I like stuff like that, stuff that you wouldn't notice, but then people have over time and they'd be like, ooh, look at this. In fact, I'll just show you on here. Now for me, I wouldn't do Roman numerals like that, because it wouldn't be MC, you wouldn't have 5 of those, you'd have a D, so it'd be MD, and then CCC. I'm confused what the L's are, but anyway, the way they've done it is, look, MC, I, LL, CCC, C, they've included it all in there, which is quite clever. Yeah, for me, I would have done it like this, look. MD, so that's 1,500. C is 100. 1602. That makes a lot more sense than that, which is MCCCC. I've never seen that before. Really, really weird way of doing it. Anyway, we'll head out of here. I do want to see more things than just the magistrate's court. Literally, I didn't really want to come to the courthouse at all. Right, I was heading for that gate, but then I got preoccupied with what's around this corner. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Wow. Well, this is all a bit impressive, isn't it? I didn't expect this. Right, I'm guessing you can just have a wander upstairs. Right, it's not doing it justice at all, but look at this ceiling. Look at that. That is absolutely glorious. That's so good. I'm gonna have to go upstairs now and have a look because it's piqued my interest. Bloody hell. This is absolutely unbelievable. Honestly though, look at this. How amazing is that? It's beautiful. It really is, and it goes on and on. We're gonna have to go and have a look up here now. Now look, I told you, the RF meant something. It says it there, it says it upside down there as well. I still can't believe this. Oh, look at that. That is absolutely wonderful. But the thing is, we're not even done, because it goes on and on. That door's just blown open and all these things are starting to blow on the floor. I should probably pick them up, but I feel I like a bit of anarchy. a bit of mess. It's too nice in here. Oh, lots of boobies on there. Our Freddie would be embarrassed. And then, oh, it's just so good. Why have the women all got the boobs out? What's happening, man? Right, this guy caught my eye. She's looking at us, but what's he looking at? The dirty boy. Suspicious lump in trouser area. Right, this place is just like a massive art gallery. Is that like pointillism? It's not, is it? Pointillism? Where they do lots of dots. It's sort of like that, but not quite. Wow. Because it is dots, but it's in paint. It's like splodgers. But when you stand further away from it, it looks really, really impressive. Look, let's have a look back at this one. Yeah, look at that. That's brilliant.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to show you every painting and every last bit of the place. That's for you to come here and check it out yourselves. But this place is free. Like in the UK, you'd be paying £12 per person to get in here, when you can just walk around for nothing in here. Wow, it just gets better and better. Oh my Lord. Look at this. What a room. What a room. That is unbelievable. Honestly, have you ever seen anything quite like this? Look. Sorry, I know you don't even want to see my head, but it just seems weird if I'm just filming that. But yeah, look, how crazy. And I think this end of it is probably the best. Look up there. It's just absolutely crazy. What I'm going to do, I think, is walk, film upwards, not say a word, and put some music over it for you, because I don't want you to be put off by my ramblings. I just want you to see it all properly. Right, I really don't think you understand how much that hurt my arms. That killed, walking like that, the full length, with everybody looking at me weird. There's some quite distressing photos, like this guy here. There's a naked woman on this side, they're like looking across in judgment, and all these people that look like they're about to die at this side. Some very, very interesting ones. Bloody everyone's got their boobs out, man. That looks like it could be here. Like a painting of a woman stood at the balcony here, look, looking out over those windows. There genuinely is some amazing, amazing, amazing artwork here. I can't believe it's all for free. Right, we better get out of here. I've been in here about an hour, just sat doing a bit of editing in a lovely spot. But I need to get looking round. I need to cough. Wow. But I can go in my room at 3 o'clock and it's about 2 o'clock now. So I want to have a look at a few more places before we go. You dirty bastard.